Yo, what is up? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Welcome to the AquaTV live stream. Look, guys, we probably are going to jump straight into a trade pretty soon. Today, same as always, we are trading German 40. So I just want to give you a quick rundown. All right, if you guys are here early, you guys are fortunate because you guys are going to get the rundown quickly. So as you guys know, whenever I trade, right, we look at the daily, the weekly performance. But right now, what are we seeing on the 15-minute time frame? We are seeing a W pattern. All right, we're seeing a W pattern. So essentially what we want to happen with the W pattern is this. We got that over here, price coming over here, price matching the top, which is perfectly aligned with our resistance. All right, and then we have two instances: either price will break, retest and continue, or price will come to the middle point of the W, which will also be aligned with our golden zone, and then break and continue going up. All right, so this is quite a nice trade. Now, typically when you are trading W patterns, all right, you are waiting for price to come to the top point and then essentially pull back or break. All right, what I want to do today is not that. I want to enter pretty early on this W pattern and have stops just by the last week 1.618. Right, so if we can do that, grab long entries, and then also set up our parameters, then we should be fine to go. Yeah, share this. What's up, guys? What's up? How are you doing? So yesterday I came on due to I was not able to attend the. No, we didn't have a trade yesterday at all, bro. So yeah, you very chill with that. Very chill with that. All right. So thing is, I want to get in like basically now. Let's just see this, how it's looking. So an example for our W pattern trade on German 40 today. Ideally, we should have gotten in at this 15-minute trend. This is slightly higher up, which is a little bit annoying. But we would probably have something like this. It'll be a 1-to-1, and then we could even look to aim to something like this. All right. But let's see if we can get a pullback to at least this 15-minute trend. If not, then we're probably going to have a trade set up like this, like a 1-2-3. 1-2-3 trade setup. How are you? I'm good in yourself, bro. Everyone in the Discord watching, so we are trading German 40 for London Open. I'm most likely going to take a buy trade today, just purely based off a W pattern that I'm seeing on the 15-minute time frame. And everything aligns pretty well. So watching live, thanks for the updates. Great, bro. Give us an entry point SLTP, can't see the numbers. Entry point might differ. So stop loss would probably be around 23,040. Final TP, right? And it's obviously quite a reach, but 23,700. And then entry points could either be between 23,160 or worst case scenario would be 23,260. But 160 would be very ideal. It's me, trader. I like that, bro. Let's trade W pattern for the W day. I like that a lot. The only risk with this is obviously we are taking it a little bit prematurely, right? So the main thing is we don't want this base level to break. Essentially the pink lines that I drew. Let's make it a little bit more pink. So essentially these pink lines. This base one here at the bottom, we don't want price to break that, obviously. Go to the 5 minute. Are you in a trade right now, or are you waiting for any confirmation? I'm not in a trade. I'm just waiting for price to essentially touch the trend, which it doesn't necessarily have to be very honest with you. But yeah, have a great feeling about the day. Let's hope for some legit greens. Yes, sir. But how this 5 minute candle is moving is pretty nice. The only thing is, like, the market just opened like 6 minutes ago, essentially. But we've seen this time and time again where, like, we'll be patient. Well, it's happened to me. We'll be patient. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it just doesn't. Like, we miss the train. But if you think, if we get in at 23158 as opposed to 23192, it's like a 35 pip difference, which isn't like the end of the world. And I think we would probably have to get in at that price point. So yeah, I'm getting in at German 40 here. I'll probably go in at a 0.5% risk, and then maybe risk another 0.25% lower down, because I do want this entry point on this trend. So for everybody that is watching the stream and you can't really see the numbers, we just entered at 23,205. And then I'm going to most likely look to add another entry at 23,162. So German 40 buys at 23,205. I'm personally doing a 0.5% risk. And then second entry, we'll probably look at 23,161. Is 0.25%. Your stop loss is going to be 23,040. TP1 will be the resistance, so 23,355, 23,355. TP2, we'll probably have two TPs because it's quite a big move. TP2, I'll probably look at the top at this point, 23,535, 23,535, and then TP3, we'll be looking at 23,700. So let's see how this trade plays out. And then stop loss, we'll probably move our stop loss to entry once price touches 23,35. So basically TP1. At TP1, we would move SL to entry. What is the RR? 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, for sure. I can, bro. There you go. We can actually switch over to the, let's check the 1 hour. 30 minute. Yeah, so we can stick with the 30-minute time frame, so then maybe you guys can see the chart a little bit better, just let me know. That's fine. So second entry would be now at 23150 for myself. Awesome. So that's the trade setup for German 40. Should we look at another pair in the meantime? Let's see. I've been quite interested in trading gold again. Let's actually, when last have we done this? Okay, so let's play around with some gold as well. So gold. How do you adjust your position sizing when volatility expands, but your setup still triggers? Do you scale down, widen stops, or skip the trade? How do you adjust your position sizing when volatility expands, but your setup still triggers? Do you scale down? Well, if you have like a set lot size and TP, SL, so on, then that's essentially written to stone, unless you close sooner or later. I don't know if that answered your question. Hope it did. But like, yeah, once you enter trade, obviously, like depending on you obviously calculated your percentage based off like your TP, your SR, and also your lot size. So can you guys hear me now on the Discord? Please educate me. The German 40 trade, so purely off a W pattern, but again, like I said, we entered it really, really prematurely. Yeah, I see gold probably. Let's check German 40 quickly. So we're just in drawdown at the moment with German 40. With gold, I'm probably looking at price reclaiming 4-1, maybe even higher. So then I have a nice little way of how I draw my support resistance, right? So essentially when I draw my support resistance, I move over to the line chart. Support resistance actually stays gray. I just do this for like education reasons. Then we move over to a horizontal line, and then you just identify your levels, right? So just say, for example, this. Let's just say the next level over here. So then once you identify your levels, with the line chart, it's quite nice because it just cancels out the noise, do you know? Then for me, I always label stuff, so S&R zones. Same with this one over here. This one was also S&R zone. And then once you're done with your line chart, you delete your horizontal lines, go into candlesticks, and then you can see how nicely this is an S&R zone. I've started journaling after you suggested me, but kind of confused what point should I add in the trades. So with journaling, when you do journal, right, the main thing is to understand your emotions with your trading. So why did you enter the trade? Why is your bias bullish? Why is your SL there? Why is your TP there? Why did you enter the trade in terms of like at that very moment? If you won, how much did you win? Why did you win that much? Why was that your TP? Why was that your SL? And how did you feel with trading? Like that's essentially what I would look for. Okay, wait. I just wanna. We're still busy with support resistance. And then, yeah, same thing, go back to line chart. Again, just cancels out the noise when you are looking for your support resistance. And then let's just say the next area could be over here. And then the next area for that would probably be somewhere around here. It's quite a small one. But yeah, with the thing with support resistance, right? Whenever I do my support resistance, you don't necessarily want your support resistance to cover such a large area. You just need to make sure that it is in a valid area and that there's enough data to justify that it's a support resistance. The moment you cover such a large area, the issue is that you're constantly trading in a support resistance zone, right? Which isn't the easiest thing in the world. Yes, zone refinement. That's a nice term. Zone refinement. And then go back to candles. That's essentially my S&R zones. Yeah. So with gold, we got 1, 2, 3 touches on this 4-hour trend. On the 15-minute, pretty nice and simple. I would ideally like price to either come to this area, so bottom of support, or even in this golden zone. But let's keep in mind that what happened over here, would that be considered breakout? FEG fold. There's an FEG over here too, if you had to look. So this nice little wick, there's an FEG. All right, so what I would mainly actually want is either well, it's quite a big range, right? That's like saying like we just buying. But I would essentially look for long positions either at the bottom of this SNR zone, so here, or a fulfillment on this FEG. Keep in mind of this descending trend and the golden zone. So if I had to opt for longs, it would be between 4,035 as well as 4,070. So that would be the buying range. No, this is just gold. So we're just doing analysis on gold, what we're potentially looking at. German 40, we already in a trade. This is our trade at the moment. I'm waiting for a drop before ultimate buy. Yes, same. So that would be the movement with gold. You see, like it's really easy to do analysis. Like to do the gold analysis took me how long? Like maybe 10 minutes. And yeah, the main thing is like once you know exactly what to do, what to look for, it's literally just plain and simple, it's literally plain and simple. But yeah, if we had to look at gold, like especially on the daily time frame, I like to use Japanese candlesticks just to essentially help me with the narrative. And we can see here, this was that reversal candle, and it could be the beginning of a morning star. All right, here we got an evening star, boom, boom, boom. Here could be a beginning of a morning star, also a spinning top at the bottom. So definitely looking for buys. To what point? Well, to what point is, we have the last week 1.618 based off obviously the Fibonacci tool, but that's somewhat aligned with all-time highs. But furthermore, we have the yes 1.618 in a support resistance zone as well as the last week golden zone. So price coming into this pocket would be very, very possible for based off my analysis. Extremely possible. Okay, back to German 40. Let's monitor this trade. So just to remind you guys that we did place a second entry at 23. Well, I did 23161. So it was here. So I'm just gonna label this as and this was first entry. Giveaway will be later in stream, bro. How many trades do you take a day? It really varies. I just try to look for like proper setups. If there's no proper setup, then obviously I won't trade it. I won't place a trade. But I'll probably say like it depends. Firstly, how my first trade went. Why am I taking my second trade? Is it a proper setup as well? Is it revenge trading or FOMO? And then obviously, if I lost a certain amount in the day, then I won't look for a second trade. I like how you approach your trade, Jamie. Very simple, no complications. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to analysis 1 day to 1 hour to 15 minutes and trade in 3 minutes. What's your view on this? I don't know, bro. I haven't actually tried that, so my view would be not great. Not that your approach is not great, just like mine would be irrelevant. How many trades do you take in a day? Oh, sorry, I answered that. In South Africa, which season is going on? Summer. Scalping makes me tense and stressed, bro. Scalping also, yeah, same, exactly the same. Return per month on a fund account. That's difficult, bro. That's very, very difficult to say because everyone's different, right? Um, everyone's different. Like, it also depends how the market conditions are, what it gives you. So, I would say, like, once you start trading for a while, you can kind of nail down your average, right? But I would say that, like, for me personally, my average differs quite a lot, right? Like, I try to aim for like maybe like 12% a month, um, which is quite doable. But obviously not 12% of like all all in one account, right? So it'd be like, maybe secure 2 or 4% in one account, another 4% in a different account, another 4% in a different account, so on. Because that way, if you focus on treating your accounts like that, especially your profit accounts where you're not trying to make a ton of money off the rip, right? Your account stays healthy because you're just aiming for like a 2% gain, and then you're done with that account, then you move on to your next. That's why it's so important to have multiple prop accounts, not just one. Because if you only have one prop account, then all that pressure is stuck on that one account. The performance, the quality of your trades, you really have to do amazing with that one prop account. So if you diversify your accounts in terms of having maybe 5 10s, 5 50s, or 3 100K accounts, then subject to them all being funded, you can be like, hey, cool. 2% on $100,000 account, that's 2K. 2% on a 100K account again, and another one. So that's 6% total, which is $6,000, bro. That's a big salary. It's a big salary for like a lot of people. So, where if you try to make 6% on one prop account, I'm not saying it's not realistic, but you're gonna have that constant pressure. How can I merge funded accounts? I don't think you can. Satish, you need to calm down, brother. Just trade. Trade German 40. You'll participate in the giveaway in a bit. Instant funded accounts, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I do the interviews for AquaFunded. Like, a lot of the payouts are actually coming from instant funded accounts. Like, from what I've seen, like especially the big payouts. So the mentality with from what I asked the people that I interviewed, right? They are very confident in their trading ability, that they would rather get an instant account. Obviously, the percentages are slightly different, and also the cost, but they would rather spend that time earning straight away than spending 2 3 4 weeks on trying to pass an evaluation account. So it just depends. I think a two-step account is great for beginners, but instant funding account, like if you already have your strategy down to the T and you're confident with yourself, then bro, why not? Bro, what do you suggest? Do you suggest scalping or holding trades for a long time for a good R? I'm not a fan of scalping, so um, I'm not a fan of scalping. I'm just trying to sort this out. All right, everyone on the Discord, is this better? Okay, cool. I'll just send the trade again in the chat. I don't know why it was like that, but my neck. When you enter a trade, what matters more for you? The initial location, the probability of the setup, or the risk to reward? And how would you rank them? When I enter trade, I mainly class it based off how many confluences I have and the confluences aligned with my bias. That's the main thing. The RR, not so much. Yeah. So, Jamie, how long have you been consistent? What is your best trading month here, if you don't mind me asking? I've been trading for like 6 years, so yeah, pretty consistent for 6 years. Obviously, I do have like sometimes bad months. It varies, but overall, I'm always pretty consistently up. What's your biggest lesson in trading? Probably having like a proper plan, not just like freestyling it, and stick to a plan for a decent time. Do you have any mentor or learn the strategy by yourself? I actually created this one by myself. I didn't have a mentor or anything. Discord peeps, are you guys in the trade or just spectating? Check gold on a buy and DAX. Nice, bro. Do you mean like analysis on gold? We already did that. Can I ask you anything? I want you to be my mentor. I will come daily to learn from you. And as I say, I want to be like you. Bro, I do have a mentorship program, but to be honest, like it's pretty like jam packed. So I can't really take on like any new clients. Are you in SA? No, not at the moment. What is the biggest payout you received from a prop firm? Biggest payout I received was $12,000. I don't necessarily like singular payout. If you like counting multiple, it's slightly more. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way. Oh, by French Montana. By mentioning me on YouTube Live is very much helpful for me. Mentoring you on YouTube Live. I mean, you can watch the trades and stuff, but I don't think you'll really, well, unless you learn through me doing. But yeah. Has any prop firm denied your payout? Yes. I got one from, this was in the early stages. I think it was like my forex funds. I think it wasn't a big payout though. It was like $2,000 something dollars. My funded forex, maybe, yeah, I think so. The one that closed down. Seacrest Funding, really? Are they rebranded? Seacrest Funding, that's crazy. Let me check them out quickly. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't trust them one bit, bro. I think it was my forex funds, to be honest. I think that's the one. No one makes profit out of it. What was that one? Honestly, what the people when you started trading, as they said, it's gambling. I think the gambling and trading, there's like a very similar identification between the two in terms of emotional and psychological things that come out while you're doing those activities, right? Because essentially it's fully in your control to manage your money, how much you want to risk, and so on. So it's the same thing with gambling. But the thing is, like gambling, it's more so luck. And then with trading, you have data to justify your trade setups, right? So where with gambling, like the only real data that you have is like if you buy the roulette table and then you see like the previous spins, you know, but that says nothing. That really says nothing. So yeah, but I think also with gambling, like there is also patterns within gambling. So like if you look at slot machines, there's obviously patterns with slot machines, but yeah, there's obviously a fine line, not in a sense of the actual industry, but more so what happens psychologically to yourself and emotionally with the money while you're doing that activity. What's the best way to scale your trading? Start small, compound, and so the best advice is actually eat shit for 12 months and then eat caviar for the rest of your life, right? So what that means is when you start making money from trading, regardless of how small or how big it is, don't buy those new shoes, don't buy that watch, don't go out, don't take that girl out on dinner, reinvest into yourself, get more funded accounts, and eventually the more you do that, you rinse and repeat. You know, instead of having just one $10,000 account, you can have maybe $100,000 or $1 million, you know. But it takes sacrifice. You can't be living a great life and try build simultaneously. You know, your quality of life can slightly increase, but you can't drastically start living like you're earning like $10,000 a month, you know. What thing motivated you the most in your journey, and why did you start trading? If you don't mind me asking, I started trading because of materialistic stuff. So I traded because I saw a guy buy a Mercedes GT and some Louis Vuitton stuff. That's really what actually got me into trading. Um, Dylan Broski, what the hell, Mr. Maltman? Yo, this guy, guys, honestly, the sexiest trader in the world. Like, no homo, but like, flip. Good to see you, bro. How do you find German 40 versus Nasdaq? Similar, just a little bit more less volatile for me. But I've been trading it for like 3-4 weeks now. It's been quite nice, bro. Yeah, German 40 has been quite nice. I just did like a analysis on gold now as well. I'll show you. I try to stay away from gold though during the like that crazy bull run, just because it was a little bit difficult. But this is like my key pocket of interest essentially, and then I'm looking for gold to like reclaim this area. But yeah, that's mostly it. Jamie, I'm going to fund it this month for sure. I back you, bro. Second behind you, Cap, bro. Nah, you're a specimen of note, bro. I saw what's his name? That other. I think when you're in New York, and then someone asked you like what your wallpaper was, and then you said Apex, which is freaking cool. Very, very sick. Come on, guys. Like, okay, no homo. Okay, I'm not gonna glaze you that much, but like, look at this man, low key. Do you know what I'm saying? Guys, it's 2025. Like, you can appreciate like a good-looking guy. It's fine. You can appreciate a good-looking guy. Jude. Who that, Brett? No, his name's Dylan, bro. Just want to buy Epic's funding when you become rich. No, bro. If I'm rich, I'm gonna like for me rich. Well, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be wealthy as flip, you know. So, I'd rather buy an island than a firm, bro. I'll be so done with like firms if I reach that like level of like wealth. Do you watch One Piece? Yes, bro. I have some crazy One Piece shit, wait. There you go. I have like a bunch of other stuff, but that's what I mean from One Piece. Yeah, I also have Luffy. Luffy's downstairs. Yeah, I love One Piece, bro. Aqua is now scalable to 4 million. That's right? Pretty freaking nuts, bro. Zoro, yes, Zoro. Is it still valid to enter? Yeah, bro, it is valid to enter. I've only ever traded using my phone. Do you think if I make a small profit buying laptop will make? I think, bro, like the trading on a laptop is a huge difference, bro. Because also, like when you do your analysis and stuff, like I can't imagine doing analysis on my phone. So I think trading on a laptop would definitely help you a ton. But also, you don't need like the craziest laptop, right? Just do something that, well, get something that is obviously super budget friendly that gets the job done. You don't have to like get the most expensive laptop, you know. But I think it will help your trading a lot. Also, will be like an investment because you'll be like I invested into this and like I spend money on this, so now I have to like do a little bit better to like, you know, make more money or whatever. It's the same thing like when you buy like your sports car, you know, and you're like, oh, I literally spent so much money on this, like I need to make it back or whatever. What is your favorite food in South Africa? Yo, bro. Damn, I can give you a few. So favorite snack. is probably biltong. Favorite dish, I'd probably say a braai. It's very broad, but like, bro, meat, some vors, a little steak, some garlic bread, potato salad. Flip. Dessert, milk tart for sure, or Malva pudding. But like, yeah, milk tart. Oh my gosh, bro. Savory snacks. I like the I also like Indian food a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like samosas slap. Samosas. What else is South African? Oh, braai brookies. Fucking love that. Pap of relish, bro. And I also like Zulu bread, like when they make it with beer. That thing slaps. You went to Japan? No, I'm going to Japan next year though. Who do you prefer as the best streamer for the best streamer awards? Don't know, bro. If I had to pick a streamer, I would probably say like IShowSpeed, no? Because he's done a lot this year, bro. Like traveling, also the crowds that he pulls are nuts. So I'll probably say IShowSpeed. Bro loves food, bro, way too much. Do you know what I'm saying? Way too much. Like I used to be really, really fat. So like the fat kid's still in me. I could literally, bro, like eat for a whole population. Do you know? I genuinely could. Forex Expo Dubai next year. Tell Aqua to take me there, then I'll come. Tell Aqua we want Jaime at the Forex Expo next year, and then boom. Same, bro. Sweet lover. Bro, what's your favorite South African foods? You tell me, bro. So, giveaway. Dino, don't start with me, brother. Yeah, but the giveaway is loading, though. I won't lie. I'm actually thinking of just doing like we switch it up for one day, right? And we just do like all the stuff. Let's first check though how many. Let's check how this stream is doing. Bro, are we tagging AquaTV in the story? We want you there next year. Bro, tag Aqua, tell them, yo, get this guy to Dubai. Because to be honest, the only reason why I go to Dubai is probably to like meet people and also the Aqua team. I wouldn't go there and like, I know it sounds, maybe the food though. You know what I'm saying? I saw this one thing. I'll show you guys quickly. Very off topic. We're on like a food hype today, right? But look at this. I'm supposed to be on a cut, so I'm only gonna have 3 bites. This is their cookie tin cake. This is in Qatar. How good does that look, bro? It's crispy on the outside and gooey and fudgy on the inside. This may be the best dessert in Kuwait. Oh, Kuwait. Yeah. Oh, bro. That made me so hungry. I'm not going to lie. Okay, but anyways, giveaway time, right? So, firstly, before we do the giveaway, I just want to remind you guys that at TP1, all right, that's where you move your SL to entry, right? So I don't want your trade to still be active risk once we hit TP1. And these are the parameters. So we obviously let this trade play out. But for today, I'm going to do all the accounts at once, right? So the 2 future accounts and the 4 forex accounts, we're going to run this up. I normally would space it out, but because you guys have been patient with me for like an hour, I appreciate you. And you guys had some good chats today. So whoever is here in the chat today, you guys are sick. You know, you guys are asking cool questions. You guys are interactive. I like you guys a lot. So we're just going to run this B up quickly. So for the giveaway, let me just let me get my list ready, right? So what I want you guys to do for the giveaway, just make sure that you have liked and subscribed to AquaTV. Let's see, 28 people. We should have 28 likes. I'll take like 27 just in case someone forgot that they're on their phone. Just in case someone forgot that they're. Okay, 28 likes, banging. All right, so Chisam, what's up, bro? Chisam, check your Instagram. I want to do an interview with you, man. Definitely want to do an interview with you. All right, so I just want you guys to tell me the country that you guys are from. All right, and let's see, what else could we throw in? Because I really want to know the country that you guys are from. Maybe. Okay, let's do this. The country that you're from and your favorite food from your country. Okay, that's inspired by my fellow South African just now. So the country that you're from and your favorite food from your country. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the foods in on Google, and then if they're good, kabsa. Oh, okay, kabsa. Arab mixed rice dish with Yemen, national dish. Okay, it doesn't look bad. Kabsa doesn't look bad. Okay, so just because you're the first one, bro, I'm not gonna lie, the kabsa looks a little bit mid. Okay, the kabsa looks a little bit mid, but just because you're the first one, Ego Trades, you got a futures account. But yeah, kabsa looks. Okay, let's check Rasgula. Oh, Rasgula. Yo, that looks good, bro. Okay, so it's me, trader. You want the other futures account? Rasgula looks amazing, bro. Ah, jollof rice, bro. 100%. Fabulous. You want a 10K account? I know jollof, bro. Okay. So far the winners, the Ego Trades, It's Me Trader, and Fabulous. Gatsby. Okay, bro. You have to go on there for sure. So you want Ntuli. You want a 10K account, bro. And Lovu. Where are you from, Ntuli? Like, where in SA? Because Gatsby is getting Cape Town. Ntuli. I just need to make sure. There we go. How do we claim accounts? I'm gonna need to send your names to the support, and then you just inquire on the AquaFunded Discord. India Samusa, Goku FX, you on another or the other account? Okay, one more. So one more 10K account. Let's see. Gulab Jamun. Let's see what that looks like. Gulab Jamun. Oh, it kind of looks similar to the other dessert. Let's do that. Gulab Jamun. So Traders Gang. You want a 10K account, bro? All right, sick, guys. So that's the winners for today. We did a big giveaway at the end. Literally gave away, how many accounts? 6 accounts in like 2 minutes. But can you please give me forex? It's me, trader. Okay, so who wants to swap who wants to get a futures account? What? So either Fabulos, until you can't because you're from SA, Goku or Traders Gang. So Goku FX1, Traders Gang, and Fabulos. Do you guys want? Oh, until you can't, bro, because you're from SA. So you can't trade futures if you're from SA. Can you decide whom to give it? Well, we just need to see if they want to take it. Because it has to be one of the winners. It has to be one of the winners. But if no one wants to take it or wants to swap with you, then unfortunately you have to. So Fabulos, Goku FX1, and Traders Gang. Jayesh, you didn't win, bro. Chill. I have the results here. Like, you're not gonna catfish me here. Okay, yeah. Looks like you stuck with it, bro. Sorry. It's me, trader. You stuck with the futures account. All right, guys, that's a live stream for today. I'm going to send all the winners to the Aqua team. And then, yeah, just contract futures, it's a waste for them. Oh, well, it's still a free account, bro. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.